Odie Aspen's name a play on Odious-man? Like the word odious man?
Oh, maybe.
But what does odious mean? I would have gotten that earlier if it's a word that I used more often. It's extremely unpleasant or repulsive. Okay, so that could be a clue as to what kind of person he was. I still have no idea how the wax museum witch lady is gonna involve with this, so I do think that we're pretty early on, all things considered. Looks as though everything that the victim had on his person moved him. I already read this. If the screwdriver was still in his chest when the instantaneous kinesis occurred, obviously that should have been beamed to the destination as well. This is a strange situation. Even though people are saying that this instantaneous kinesis is a scientific impossibility, we're still basing arguments on the assumption that it did actually take place. What's it called? Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. That game, all of the cases except for the very first one, are based around the assumption that magic is real, and your mileage may vary, but I kind of really like that. Alright, time to tighten the screws here. My lord. If the prosecution is unable to explain this inconsistency in its argument, we can only conclude that the testimony given in support cannot be relied upon. Fuck. Lord Van Zeeks is stopped. Who the fuck was that? Oh. You have something to say, witness? I did it! I knew it! It bears out. The equations hold. Mr. Naruto, don't worry!
About what? You gonna stab me?
Without delving into the details, there is no inconsistency. Huh? Even if Andrew had been lodged in Mr. Asman's chest... Dude. My trusty tool wouldn't have moved. Andrew remaining on the stage is consistent with my calculations. What? Hey!
What?
Oops. It would seem your illusions have been shattered. Clearly we should hear the accused explanation. He's so fucking smug. Should I say...
this guy is fucking crazy?
Or should I say, this brilliant scientist's explanation? Damn it. Just when I'd found an inconsistency in the prosecution's argument.
Why are we defending this guy?
I don't know anymore. Very well, the defendant will testify as to why he is definitely guilty. Provide us with the scientific explanation as to why the inconsistency asserted by the defense fails to hold. In the name of Apollo, I will, my lord. Who? Hey? Huh? How did I get here? To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research. My hypothesis states the kinesis cannot transport metal, though. Hence the Oh, I see what happened! It transported him just fine. All his blood stayed behind, though. Hence the metal weapon would have stayed put. In other words, the point just raised by Mr. Naruto isn't an inconsistency at all. Mr. Asman was the patron of my research. Without him, my work wouldn't have been possible. Now I have a duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together. Bro.
What?
Darts. Darts.
So the thrust of your testimony, Professor, is that based upon his hypothesis, metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis. If I ever mispronounce a word as Van Zeeks, that's just how he pronounces it there from that point on. In other words, since the screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remains lodged in the victim's chest.
I also think I'm just realizing this now, I think it's really funny that the racist, like, super white supremacist British guy has the least British accent. He sounds extremely vaguely Eastern European, and I'm just like,
Its subsequent discovery on the stage, despite the victim being found elsewhere, is not an inconsistency.
I thought it was a heavy Dutch accent.
I don't know. And therefore, Professor Albert Hairbrain could still...
Is that what it is? I'm getting a little bit of Dexter in there too, and I wonder if that is that what that is? What that kind of accent is? Here we are, classic Great Ace Attorney of us getting distracted by things and looking things up. Dutch accent.
I could be completely wrong about the Dutch accent.
So if I wanted to ask somebody, where is the nearest store or whatever, how can I get there? Hallo iedereen en welkom bij deze nieuwe aflevering. Dan is die heel goed Engels kunnen leren. De mensen die Nederlands en Vlaams spreken Nederlands.
Come on.
Well, I think that has its origin in trade.
It's our DNA to, if you want to do business, if you want to make friends as a small country, you have to
have YouTube too.
Bro.
You still looking up his accent?
Yes, I am. It hasn't been that long. Jeez.
Little did I know that there were 267 recognized accents and dialects within the Dutch language.
Oh boy.
Are we gonna continue playing?
Yes, Kristen, it's only been like a minute. The Dutch accent in English, yes.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at 9 ways to sound Dutch. An analysis of that it makes you sound incredibly enthusiastic. So if you want to be number 2, TH sounds. The TH sound in English doesn't exist in Dutch. Number 3, F and V. The Dutch are said to be the best speakers of English. And the letter L. This is also brought over into English.
I think I'm more correct with the vaguely Eastern European. I think Dutch sounds like slightly more English German if you like were to cross those a little bit. I don't think Dutch is an accurate representation of that. Yeah, no. I'm definitely going for something vaguely Eastern European.
And therefore, Professor Albert Hairbrain could still...
Actually, no, I'll get through one line before I get off on this tangent. What accent does Dexter speak in? What accent does Dexter's laboratory speak in? Russian? Okay.
According to Quora, Dexter has a Russian accent.
That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I was right. Very, very vaguely Eastern European, you know, like Russia. Again, very funny that the most English person in lore in canon has the least English accent.
My great hypothesis holds, you see.
I also, actually, did I make this guy vaguely German before?
I think so.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well. I'm sticking with what I've got now.
We had to make the cage used to contain the subject from wood for that very reason. I was not addressing you, witness. Professor Hairbrain, shut the fuck up. Whose side are you on here? Science! I don't take sides, Mr. Naruto. No, no, no. My only interest lies in upholding my hypothesis. I am a scientist, after all. Is he working for us or against us? It's very hard to tell. Let's see how you cross-examine this testimony, my Nipponese friend. Yes, fire away, Mr. Naruto.
I miss Cat Guy. Fucking, what is his name? I don't remember. The guy who wrote a book about cats.
The one that we found while we were in Washington? Or...
Washington?
Sorry.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Mm-hmm.
I miss him. He was fun.
It was fun.
To be clear, I'm still at the same... Yeah. Should I just... I'm just gonna press all these.
Hold it!
No reason not to. And your retort to my argument wasn't lacking in confidence in any way. No scientist can find the truth without first finding self-belief. Those were the words of a certain scientist I hold in the very highest esteem.
Albert Einstein is after this game, right? We determined that this game is like early 1900s or late 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Albert Einstein was like directly after World War II, right? Yeah, because he was an immigrant from or a refugee, I guess would be more accurate. Damn, Albert Einstein really didn't live all that long ago. Feels weird. Sorry, I almost looked up when Albert Einstein died. I almost got lost on a tangent again. But you realize that disproving my argument puts you in a very precarious position, don't you?
No scientist should strive to protect himself more than he strives to protect the truth. More words of the same great scientist, you know.
I don't know who he's referencing, but it's obviously someone they can't name.
I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, Mr. Naruto. But as soon as I remember the magnificent genius's name, you'll be the first to know.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if this is an actual thing. No scientist can find the truth without first finding self-belief. It is an Einstein quote. That's interesting. Oh, he was born in 1879, so he would have been alive at this time. Oh, he died in 1955. Okay. how I said I wasn't gonna get lost on this tangent?
Okay, you're done. That's sad.
I like how his citizenship is like basically the modern history of Germany, as it's going through all the various wars that were happening in that era, or Austria, whatever, that various part. All right, anyway,
It might be worth keeping the names of your idols to mind. He isn't alive anymore, it is fine. You're wasting your breath, my learned friend. This scatterbrain even forgets my name at times.
so Lord Van Zeeks really did have a friend once, but I didn't notice hell freezing over.
Hold it!
Why not? Your hypothesis states it, so this isn't proven then. No, of course not. It's merely a hypothesis, but a good one, based upon thousands of calculations. But it is widely known that metals can't be decomposed by electrolysis. Everyone knows that. Of course, so I am right. My hypothesis is clearly correct. What is it about incriminating himself that makes this man so happy? It's the whole reason that the birdcage is made of wood, you see. Are you sure? I don't remember it being made of wood, I'll be honest. Something about this doesn't quite add up, and I'm interested to see where this goes. Sorry, the birdcage? Yes, that's what I call the C. Obtusa cage. God damn it. These fucking... in which Mr. Assman was placed for the kinesis. Oh yeah, I see, yeah. It's been a while since we've seen that opening scene, so... I actually kind of want to go back and watch that just to be sure of everything, because it's been so long. The jail cell. The jail cell in which the victim was detained. It does indeed seem to be made of a timber of some sort. Oh, thank you not to refer to it as an instrument of incarceration. Oh, I actually would have compared it to a coffin myself, which is even less desirable. Oh god, I have to find our own videos. Hold on. Oh jeez. How long ago was this? Oh, it was before I adjusted everything too. Jeez. I have to go digging for this playlist.
Is that because how long we haven't played?
Yeah, I adjusted a bunch of the playlists after we stopped playing this, so yeah, no matter how I try to search for this, it's buried under everything else. Let's see. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I went too far. I just didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I skipped right over it. It was near the top. Of course, now I have to scroll through all the videos because it includes both games.
Oh goodness.
Okay, that's that case. Now we're on case 2. Oh, there it is.
That wouldn't surprise me.
The case of the lost cat. That's right, I think we were looking for a cat at some point. That's the real issue going on here. Okay, did you want to watch this too? Just to make sure you're caught up. Okay, so he's getting in the cage.
Even got the mustache.
Hold on. Okay.
These gentlemen will either blink of an eye, commit an incredible
can't really see ODS Man from this angle. Okay, yeah, he's still alive. Now he looks worried. Can't see anything.
It's gonna be dead.
That's all I really get. Okay. Alright. So we didn't learn anything there. Just good to get that refresher out of the way, I suppose.
In short, looks at Ryunosuke. Any weapon lodged in the victim when he was beamed away by instantaneous kinesis made of metal would have been left behind on the stage if it was made of metal. Correct? Of course! That's it! Yes, it all fits perfectly with the mathematical model. But the ultimate conclusion, then, is that the defendant alone had the opportunity to inflict this fatal injury on the victim, is it not? Wait! Oh, that's what the crossbow... The crossbow's a murder weapon, obviously. Indeed, sir. Someone beam me out of this nightmare. Okay,
Is he
alright.
now realizing, oh, I'm actually gonna go to jail?
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't really see how any of his... I think I need to find something else by pressing. There is nothing that is inconsistent in what he's saying right now.
Hold it!
You seem to be pleased by that. Yes, another example of my hypothesis holding true. But I sense some sarcasm, Mr. Naruto. Are you not pleased? No. Dogs. I knew it. At the end of the day, I'm the one responsible for Mr. Asman losing his life. Do not admit that. You are on... You are... What is the phrase when you're in court and you have to swear to tell the truth? You are, under oath. You're under oath. Do not say that. The advancements of science is no excuse. I know that. No, you're quite right. Tell the court, did you have a close relationship with Mr. Asman? Oh, well, no, not really. I mean, I'd only met him 2 or 3 times. And we only ever discussed my hypothesis and the project, and the research grant, of course. The what now?
Hold it!
How did you come to know Mr. Asman in the first place? What? A year ago, a literally small provincial science journal published a literal little paper about my work.
That's a scientific journal. Good gracious, I should need new spectacles.
I might have an extraordinary hypothesis and great promise, but at the time I had no money. I still don't have any money. I had to eat tiny little meals at a tiny little cafe and drink watered down water. Watered down water. God damn it. But Mr. Asman read the paper and came to visit me at my tiny little laboratory.
And offered you money to help fund your work.
Exactly! That's exactly what happened! I handled the theoretical side of things, and Mr. Asman provided me with an engineer for the practical. Kristen, could you go get me socks real quick?
Okay.
And the 3 of us produced that fantastic machine together. Me, him, and that mouse that Ryunosuke has.